What's good, crypto traders and investors? It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today is Saturday, February 24th. Hope you're having a great weekend. And in this video, we're going to be discussing Quant. We're going to bring up the QNT chart. We'll discuss another possibility of another leg down. I'm taking a look at the technicals, and they're not looking too hot at the moment. We do have a couple of bear flags to be looking out for. So in this video, we'll take a look at the price action. I'll do some technical analysis and what to potentially expect in terms of price over the days, weeks, months ahead. As always, though, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only, and you should never, ever buy or sell anything based on anything that I write or anything that I say. Also, before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff, and you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. You can also give us a follow over on X, formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. Also, full disclosure, I do not own any QNT. I just did a video yesterday, my crypto portfolio 2024 update. So I go over my entire crypto portfolio for 2024, and I give percentages as well. But let me know in the comments section below if you think I should be adding QNT to my portfolio. I was looking to add it, and when we got down to around $40, I owned it at one point, and I didn't hold it all the way up to $429. Nowhere near that. I think I sold somewhere around 200. I was in and out, made some decent profit, but I was looking for another area to get back in. And then when we got down to $40, I was intrigued. I was looking at, it was on my radar, and then it just skyrocketed all the way up to $228 in a few months. So I missed the boat, but getting another chance here just a few months ago as well. We were down around $84. So I think somewhere around, maybe I'll start to scale in somewhere around the $80 mark. Start to scale in there, maybe around $80, another order around $60, another order around $40 if we get there. Hard to say if we will. There's some bear flags here at the moment. We have a weekly bear flag, and we also have a daily bear flag. The daily bear flag just confirmed. The weekly bear flag has yet to confirm. So I'm just going to delete these drawings, and then we will start over, and I'll show the exact targets and whatnot here in just a moment. I just want to remove everything so that we can start fresh, and then I can also show everybody how to do this on your own charts. So on the weekly time frame here, if you go from the high there at 153 to the low of the dump, you can see here that we started the weekly bounce after breaking the high of the previous weekly candle last week. So the weekly bounce is underway, and anything under that 0.32 fib there is just a weak bounce. So anything under, what's that level there, 120.71. So anything under 120.71 is a potential weekly bear flag. And if you take your measured move, you just grab your trend line and you go from the high to the low, and you move that out to your 0.32 fib, and that'll give you your measured move. So it's saying we could see another leg down, and we would be targeting on this move, we would be targeting around $78. So in order to confirm this weekly bear flag, we need to lose the low of the dump there at 99.90. And then obviously 100 psychological being a very strong support and psychological level. So if we lose 99.90, then that's going to confirm the weekly bear flag. And like I said, the measured move and target would be $78. And we also have a daily bear flag as well that confirmed. So we just go here, delete these drawings. We'll zoom in here to the daily time frame, and you can see we confirmed a daily downtrend with a high, low, lower high, and lower low. So once we lost the low there at 105.78, that confirmed the daily downtrend. That also marked weekly consolidation. Actually, we didn't quite start weekly consolidation just yet. We're very close to it. We had the low there at 101.19, and we hit 101.27. So essentially, it's a double bottom of last week. But as of right now, the daily downtrend did confirm, and we are looking at a potential another leg down here from this daily bear flag as well. And it did confirm slightly, but didn't get much follow through. So if we go use the same type of tool here, we take the fib tool, you go from high to the low of the dump, and then grab your trend line, go from high to the low there, move it out to your 0.32 fib, and it's saying in the short term we could be targeting about $94. And in order to have confidence of this, then we need to lose that low there at 101.27. If we get that follow through, then like I said, we'd be expecting 94. And when there's daily bear flags, weekly bear flags, the more bear flags there are, the more bearish continuation patterns, the more signals, the more patterns, the more clues that we have that are saying downside, the more we're going to be on that side of the fence, right? It's called confluence. The more data sets that point to a certain price, the more that, if 8 out of 10 indicators that we follow are bullish, then we're going to be bullish, right? And if 8 out of 10 indicators that we follow or bearish, then we're going to lean bearish. So as of right now, it's a daily bear flag. Like I said, confirming, but need more follow through. In order to negate this, we need to get back above 105.75. That would negate it. And then, like I said, in order to confirm, we basically did confirm it slightly, but we need to see that follow through, right? So in order to see that follow through, we would need to lose 101.27. That's the key support in the short term. And then, as I mentioned on the weekly time frame, we would have to still confirm it, but we did double bottom at last week. But if I just go back here and take a look at the fib tool, in order to negate this, we would have to get over 120.70. Yeah, so around that 120.70. So if we get over 121, that's going to negate the odds of this weekly bear flag. But with that being said, again, adding to confluence, we could potentially see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross, which would mean more downside as well. And we are at risk of confirming a weekly downtrend. We lost the weekly uptrend with the loss of the higher low and higher high pattern. So once we lost the low there at 102.74, that was the weekly uptrend being lost. And we are at risk of a weekly downtrend here. So we have our high, low, lower high. And then if we get our lower low, that would confirm a weekly downtrend. So key support is going to be that 99.90, as if we lose that, then we're going to confirm a weekly downtrend. We would be in a daily downtrend, a weekly downtrend, weekly EMA 12 and 26 bear cross on our way to weekly oversold. And then that would also confirm the daily bear flag follow through and the weekly bear flag as well. So that's what we'll be looking at. But if we go out to the monthly time frame here, we have our low, high the bounce. Actually, the high the bounce here, and we had a brief monthly higher low and higher high. So we were in a monthly uptrend, but we're no longer in a monthly uptrend anymore because we had our high, low, lower high, and lower low. We're actually in a monthly downtrend. So this is definitely leaning bearish. I would say that we're more than likely going to be going down to that 90 to 78 area here. And I'm in the camp of thinking that we could see a leg down across the whole crypto space. I think we could see a healthy correction. Maybe Bitcoin will go back down to around 40,000, see a healthy correction there, a nice higher low before we continue the upward trajectory. But as of right now, it's definitely looking like bears are in control. And then if we just go from our high to the low here of the all-time high to the low of the dump here in this bear market, after the whole FTX debacle, Celsius, all those horror stories that played out in the crypto space, we're starting to recover. And what we would potentially expect is in a new price discovery and all-time high, we would take our fib tool and we would just go from the all-time high to the low of this bear market, and then we would get our fib extension levels. And these are areas that we can target the next time we hit a new all-time high. We hit 228, so got very, well, basically halfway, a little over halfway there. So 429 being the all-time high. In the next, well, it's hard to say if Quant will do it this cycle or not, if it will break a new all-time high, because it was one of the best performing ones over, for the last couple of years. And it had a ton of gains right there from the low at around $23 up to $429. It saw gains of around 17x, so $1,000 invested into about $17,000. It's crypto though, so Dogecoin, I think at the low of March 2020, if you put $1,000 in March 2020, about a year and a half later, it'd be worth about $500,000, right, during that meme coin craze. So anything's possible with crypto, and we know some of these coins can go 10, 50, 100x, but hard to say if we would do it this cycle. Let me know in the comments below if you think Quant would do it this cycle, and I'm talking over like the next 6 to 12 months. Personally, I don't think a new all-time high is likely. I would say we get close to it. Maybe we get to $500, but I don't think we're going to see much more upside than that. But if we were to target the 1.618 or the 2.618, which is very common, that would put us around 676 or 1,070, which I think Quant could hit $1,000 easily in the next cycle. Maybe not this one, but definitely in the next cycle, and definitely in the future in the long term. I think Quant is easily going to reach that $1,000 threshold. And if we just take a look at a name like Ethereum, it also it actually exceeded that. It hit its 3.618. So from the high of the all-time high and the bull market there in 2018 to the low of the bear market in 2019, you get your fib extensions. And sure enough, we hit that 3.618, and so did Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin and Ethereum can do it, why can't Quant? And like I said, I think, Quant, I don't hold it in my portfolio. I'm not that, I don't know it that well in terms of fundamentals. I mean, I'm definitely bullish on it. I think it's going to do well in the long term. I just think there's some better options out there. Like even if you bought it at the current price, if we go back to all-time high, that's only 300% from here, right? So 3x. I just think there's better opportunities out there. Like I said, I might look to add it if we get down around that $80 or sub $80. I'll probably take my first position, but check out my I did do an MJ portfolio as well if you're interested in that, but I just did an updated crypto portfolios video as well, so you can check that out. But I think Quant's going to do very well in the long term. And we did have a stochastic and a MACD bear cross as well, and we lost the 10-week moving average, and then after losing it, we confirmed it as resistance. So it's definitely looking like bears are in full control of the Quant chart at the moment, and we could even be gearing up for the first ever 50 and 200 weekly bear cross, which would not be good whatsoever. Ethereum is looking kind of similar, where we could see, actually got very close to seeing it, but bulls ended up defending that support and basically avoided that cross. But yeah, it's not looking too hot here on the weekly time frame either. And like I said, that would be the first time in history that we saw the 50 and the 200 weekly cross bearish. So not looking good whatsoever. On the daily time frame, we're gearing up for a death cross as well, with the 50-day coming down through the 200-day moving average. When it's on the daily time frame and that happens, that's what we refer to as a death cross. So I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, over the next few weeks if we dip down to around that 90 to just under $80. Like I said, somewhere around that bear flag target on the weekly time frame of around 78. But I'll definitely be a buyer at that level, and then like I said, I'll be taking a scale-in approach. But going in it there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. If you found this video helpful, smash a like. If you think I earned it today, share the video with your network, and we shall see you again on the next video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.